Here we go, back at it again with yet another video. G'day guys, I'm Champ Chong, and today's video is quite a serious topic. So if you guys do end up enjoying it, please remember to smack that like button or you could end up facing a lawsuit. Probably not, but it would be nice for you to smack that like button real good. But anyway guys, let's dive right into today's topic at hand, which I woke up today and I was like, whoa, what is going on? Why is this escalating so much, so quickly, so rapidly? Why is Fortnite facing a lawsuit from PUBG? Well, all these articles did pop up today. This all started actually back in September, where basically PUBG, or Bluehole I should say, did threaten to do something about the Fortnite copying PUBG, and then in January they actually took legal action, and now we are here at the end of May. It's almost June, and things are getting real spicy because, well, Fortnite is officially facing a lawsuit from Bluehole, from PUBG Corp, whatever you want to call them. And honestly, it's just crazy. Now, if you're out of the loop, you're probably wondering, wait a second, why on earth is PUBG Corp suing Fortnite and Epic Games? Well, it's got to do with a copyright infraction. Now, here's what one of the articles states. PUBG Corp has filed a lawsuit against Epic Games for copyright violation, according to a Korea Times report. The Korea-based PUBG Corp filed the injunction against Epic Games in January, alleging copyright infringement. The Seoul Central District Court will decide whether Fortnite copied PUBG, though no further details concerning the claims have been revealed. Here's what the Bluehole VP and executive producer Chang Han Kim said. We've had an ongoing relationship with Epic Games throughout PUBG's development, as they are the creators of the Unreal Engine 4, the engine we licensed for the game, and after listening to the growing feedback from our community and reviewing the gameplay for ourselves, we are concerned that Fortnite may be replicating the experience for which PUBG is known. We just want to emphasize this is only a problem because Epic Games is the company that makes the engine we use, and we pay a large amount of royalties to them. And we had this business relationship, and we had trust that we would be getting continued support, and we were looking forward to working more closely with them to get technical support, maybe develop new features, but our name was officially used to promote their game without our knowledge. There was no discussion. It was just a bit surprising and disappointing to see our business partner using our name officially to promote the game mode that is pretty similar to us, and there was misunderstanding in the community that we're officially involved in the project. Those are words coming directly from Bluehole, from one of the representatives, from the VP, and honestly, I don't know if I completely agree with everything he said. I actually don't agree with a lot of what they had to say there, and their whole lawsuit seems kind of ridiculous. Look, I love PUBG. I have like 700 to 800 hours on that game, and I love Fortnite. I have hundreds of hours on that game. Nowhere near as much as PUBG, because PUBG was around so much like longer than Fortnite. And the thing is, I never ever had the confusion, and I'm pretty sure you guys never had the idea that PUBG and Bluehole were involved in developing or creating part of Fortnite. Like, we all knew it was Epic Games, and it was Epic Games pretty much alone. There was no confusion about that. They're clearly two completely separate games. No one gets that confused, and if this is their argument going into court, PUBG Corp and Bluehole and whatever you want to call them, they're going to lose. Now, on the other hand, one argument that I do completely agree with is the fact that PUBG did have an agreement with Epic Games using the Unreal Engine 4. They do license that engine to work on Battlegrounds on PUBG, and so do many other developers. The Unreal Engine, you're out there, you can go pay for it, work on it, and develop your own game. But the thing that I do agree with PUBG Corp and Bluehole here is the fact that, well, they did license it, and that Epic Games were working alongside with them here and there. They were just kind of working sort of side by side in a way, but not really at the same time. But even though they were doing that, and then they decided, oh, wait a second, we see the success that they're having here. They're using our engine. We already have a base game. We can probably do something here and create our own game. And well, then Fortnite Battle Royale was born, and the Save the World game mode's pretty much dead. There's just a small community there because, well, Epic Games saw the success of PUBG, and they used that and their experience with that to build Fortnite Battle Royale. So I can totally see that argument. I'm not arguing that, but I totally see that from the people's point of view. Some people out there are arguing that statement right there. But the thing that really just throws me off about this whole argument, the statements, and just the lawsuit in general, is that it feels kind of petty. Now, I love PUBG, as I said, but even as successful as it is, 40 million copies sold around the world. They made a ton of money. Then they added microtransactions. People bought some crates, some keys, things like that. It's nowhere near as successful. We all know it. It's nowhere near as successful as Fortnite. Fortnite is on another level. It's free to play, first of all, and then you can buy a battle pass, you can buy V-Bucks, you can do all that, and that's where the success is really coming from, because you don't have to buy that stuff. But PUBG, you have to buy the game, and that kind of limits a lot of gamers. And on top of that, it's only on the PC and Xbox. Obviously, the mobile game is out there too. Fortnite has that also, but I'm talking about the main gaming platforms of console and PC, with the game only being on Xbox and PC. And honestly, the Xbox version, it is fun. It is great to play it on the couch here and there, but it's nowhere near as optimized as the PC version, and in the first place, the PC version of PUBG is nowhere near as optimized as Fortnite in general. Fortnite just runs a whole lot better on PC. It runs a whole lot better on console, and it's also on the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox. It's not just limited to one system. But yeah, the argument here is the fact that you can look at a game like PUBG. It is successful. It is like the #1 Steam game of all time in a way. Like, it definitely was there for a bit there, but for it to just be a game where you have to buy it, that's going to throw off a lot of people to not buy the game because they don't have $30 to buy the game. But Fortnite is free, and it just gains so much success. And then we end up looking at this going, wait a second, the guys that were #1 are now #2, and they're going, wait, we thought of this first, so we're going to copyright strike them. I just find that a little petty. But anyway, one of the final things I'm going to mention here is that I don't know who's going to win this lawsuit. It could go either way, but I'm leaning towards nothing actually happening in the end, because the Battle Royale concept isn't owned by Bluehole. It isn't owned by PUBG. PUBG didn't come up with Battle Royale. It's been around for a long time. It originally started with a movie, as you guys know, the Japanese classic Battle Royale movie. And because they don't own it, they don't really have a case here. Obviously, there are elements like you fly in a plane and you drop down at the start of PUBG, but then you do it with a bus. In Fortnite, there's elements there, you loot, there's RNG, you just find stuff, but then it gets quite a whole lot different from there. There are no actual vehicles in Fortnite, you don't get a UAZ, you don't get a Dacia, you don't get those sort of things. You can't add attachments to your weapons. So the games are quite a lot different, but the main thing I want to point out as to why I think nothing's going to happen at the end of the day with this lawsuit, I'll be shocked if it does, but the reason I think nothing is going to happen is the parent company for both of these companies is the same one. Tencent Games owns a majority of both of Epic Games and PUBG Corp. So it's kind of like two siblings just fighting, and it's ridiculous that it's even happening because you're both quite similar, you're both related, you're both very, very similar, but at the end of the day, you're not the same. And your parents just going to give you both a bit of a whooping and say, shut up, go make your own money. And then you go out and do that. That's my analogy. I guess you could take it and look like that, but yeah, I don't think anything's going to happen at the end of the day, but it could get pretty big, so I'm definitely going to stay on top of this news story. It is quite interesting to read about all this. I'm going to leave a few links in the description down below if you want to read more about this, and Fortnite may get banned, according to Tracy Grimshaw and the news teams, because PUBG Corp is after them, but I don't know how I'm going to clickbait this video. Probably just lawsuit, honestly. It's YouTube 2018. I'm Champ Chong, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.